ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now with what was a very quiet start to a new week on Wall Street. Richard?
Scott, you're exactly right. It's Columbus Day, and of course there's no mail service. Some banks, frankly, were open, some not. The New York Stock Exchange was open for trading. Volume was very light, and the bond market was closed. You put that all together, you have very, very low volume. You also have very little movement. The biggest gain of the day was zero. The biggest loss, less than 0.2%. So let's take a look at the figures, and not terribly bad. The Dow down less than 13.61% at 22,761.07 on very light volume of 509 million shares. The Nasdaq, which had been up for 9 days in a row, down 10.5 points today, 0.16% at 6,579.73. That on light volume as well. 1,302 million shares. The S&P made it 3 for 3, down almost 5 points, 0.18% at 2,544.73. Well, if you've ever been frustrated by standing in line waiting to return something at Walmart, your frustrations will soon come to an end. That, according to Walmart, the company announced today it is starting a new service called Mobile Express Returns. For the moment, it only applies to merchandise bought on Walmart.com, although the company said sometime in 2018 it will apply to all merchandise posted at Walmart. What happens is this: when you order something and you get it at home and you don't want it, you fill out a form on your computer, you come into the store, you simply present the merchandise to the computer, and within 30 seconds you have a refund. And I mentioned this to Scott at noon. A very interesting statistic, I think, is that 30% of the merchandise bought online is returned, while only 9% of the merchandise bought in the store is returned. So it looks like there's quite a difference in the return rate.
Interesting numbers there. Well, Richard, any news on General Electric?
Well, Jacqueline, the answer is yes, and the answer is, oh boy. GE was down by more than 4% today, and in a stock market that has been doing very well, shares of GE so far this year are down by a whopping 26%. Not too good.
All right. Richard, thank you so much for the update.
You are very welcome.